I'm now with Ian Ferguson on the Vintage Sports Car Club stand. Good morning, Ian, and welcome to the Classic Motor Show 2024.
Thank you very much. It's probably my 10th time here. I think I used to run this stand, but I'm just a foot soldier now, doing what I'm told.
Right, can we just talk about the cars on the stand?
Of course, yes.
Starting with the one over here, please.
Okay, Mark Walker's special. All but one of the cars here are seriously raced by their owners. It's based on a GN chassis with a big V-twin engine which Mark built, and Mark, as I say, is a serious racer. You'll always see it sideways. Wherever Mark takes it, it's sideways. It's a very serious racing machine.
And what size engine is it?
It's 4 litres, 2 litres per cylinder. It's a V-twin. Right. The basis of it, the crankcase is off an Edwardian Riley, and the cylinders are off an Edwardian aero engine, 2 litres per pot. Hence all the exposed valve gear, and the package got two spark plugs per cylinder, all very aero engine. But, and as you can see, he's not very precious about it. It's a serious racing machine, and that's what it does.
Made to race.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So can we talk about this one here, which I believe it used to be called a trike?
Yeah, well, it started off, the front half of it is all Morgan, but so over the years it's grown an extra wheel, so it's now got 4 wheels, not 3 like old Morgans have. It's been around the club for a long time, now owned by, now raced by John Giles. It was raced by his father, Freddie Giles. And again, intrigues people. It's chain drive, like most Morgans were, which people don't really understand. But again, it's got a big V-twin engine, very serious racing machine. You'll see it at all our meetings, being very competitive.
Well, Freddie was a big race, wasn't he? Because in fact, I think they have a memorial Freddie race for GNs and Fraser Nashes, I think, don't they?
We could well do. We've got so many different awards, I lose track of what we do award. One of the new ones, actually, one of the latest awards, is we're trying to attract younger members, and so we have special deals, cheap entry fees, cheap membership fees for under 30s, which has been very successful. We're getting a lot of younger members now.
Yeah, very good idea, that. Can we now talk about the Black Morgan, please?
The Black Morgan is raced by Sue Derbyshire. She's one of my library volunteers. Again, a very serious racer, well worth watching whenever she takes it. She goes all over Europe with it, doing these long hill climbs and such like, tows it with her husband George behind their camper van, and yeah, a serious racer is Sue. Not many lady racers, but Sue is one of the better ones.
I have seen her race, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the Austin 7 toy?
That's David, yeah, he built it just for fun.
David Fennell, is that right?
David Fennell, that's right, yeah. He and his daughter race it, and you can see, if you look inside, he's not precious about it. He's got a sign saying "Sticky Fingers Welcome." Yeah. If you want to try it for size, just climb in and try it. And you'll see him everywhere. It does sprints and hill climbs and all sorts. Has a load of fun with it. Austin 7 based, very popular. Of course, Austin 7s, there's a lot of them about, and you can get spares for Austin 7s without any great problem. So, yeah.
Now, what about this one over here, the black one?
Lancia, yeah.
Can you just wait a bit?
Sorry, yeah, that's Mark Dibben, Professor Mark Dibben, actually. He's just finished restoring it. It's got a lot of firsts, you can say, about it. One of the first cars to have unit construction, so it's got no proper chassis. The whole body gives it the strength.
Right.
It's the first car built with an inbuilt luggage boot, rather than tacked on the back. And like all pre-war Lancias, it's right-hand drive. They never made a left-hand drive one before the war. Just finished. Got a very narrow-angle V4 engine, which confuses a lot of people when you see it, because it looks like a 4-cylinder one, but it's actually a narrow angle.
So what capacity is that?
It's I think 1190, about 1200 cc. And performs extremely well. Got very unusual independent front suspension, a bit like a Morgan, sort of sliding pillar arrangement. So yeah, lovely car.
And the last one is the one over here.
Belongs to Jeff Smith. Jeff was, for a short time, as our club president. He spent, I don't know, 7 or 8 years or more building that. It's got an American Sturtevant aero engine, about 9 litres, in what is basically a Swiss pick chassis, a Picard Pictet, known as pick. Again, a serious racing car. It is registered for the road, but I think Jeff is a bit wary about driving it on the road because it performs so well, and like Edwardian cars, it's only got rear wheel brakes.
Give people a shock.
Absolutely, we give him a shock. You give the driver a shock, certainly. Jeff sadly lost his race licence through heart problems, and so he's handed it over to his grandson Archie now, who drives it successfully. Again, beautifully built car, like all the cars that Jeff has. It's absolutely immaculate, beautifully made. Yeah, lovely, Sturtevant aero engine. Yeah.
So what about the show for you? Do you find this beneficial, or?
Yeah, very much so. We keep coming each year. I think yesterday we signed up 3 or 4 new members, and creates a lot of interest. This year we sort of specialise in a particular aspect of the club. This year we've put all our sort of special racing cars out just to show people what we do. But yeah, it's well worth coming. Well worth coming, and we get. We're sort of a valued customer. We get a free stand here, except you have to pay for the carpet. I think that's the only difference. But we're in Hall 1, which is the Premier Hall, with all the other clubs, and so we're a much favoured customer of theirs, I think. And we've been doing it for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. So we shall continue to come.
Yeah. Well, Ian, thank you very much for all the information on the cars and everything, and thank you again. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay.